Center for Family History and Genealogy, Brigham Young University, Early British and Ireland Census Project. Census records are vital to genealogical research. They insist in reconstructing families and they help you identify individuals that were previously unknown. They tell you where and when an ancestor lived and even give additional information such as occupation, other members of the household, names, ages, marital status, and residence. Census returns are the building blocks to genealogical research in the 19th and 20th centuries. On databases such as Family Search and Ancestry, the majority of digitized or indexed British and Irish census returns only go as far back as 1841. Most pre-1841 returns were only statistical accounts. The Early British and Irish Census Project, or the EBIC, aims to compile the numerous surviving returns from 1801 to 1831 from Britain and Ireland that recorded more than just stats, comprising, at minimum, names of household members. The project will compile these returns all into one searchable database. The Early British and Irish Census Project was started in 2019 by Dr. Amy Harris, an accredited genealogist. She is also an associate professor of history and the Family History Program coordinator at Brigham Young University. Under her supervision, a team of students in the Family History Bachelor's Program at BYU add to an ongoing compiled list of returns in the British Isles and coordinate with the archives to view and photograph the census returns. The information from each return is extracted into our database, found at ebc.byu.edu. Once extracted, another student verifies the information to enhance accuracy. This database can be searched by name, census year, parish or town name, county, and household occupation. EBIC is still a work in progress. BYU students have identified that over 1,400 pre-1841 census returns for the British Isles have survived and are scattered across different archives across Ireland and the UK. Over 1,100 English returns, 170 Irish returns, 100 Scottish returns, 17 Welsh returns, and 7 Channel Island returns have been identified. There is no way to know just yet how many households and individuals are found in those returns, but once complete, the database could cover as many as 500,000 households and even more named individuals. Aside from a limited selection of returns in local or archive publications, Family Search digital microfilm, or on Find My Past, this data has never been digitized or indexed, and it has never been accessible in one location. Once complete, EBIC could potentially create a large impact by offering a unique and valuable resource for genealogical and historical research on 19th century Britain and Ireland. The site itself is divided into multiple tabs, but the most useful tab to those wanting to search the database is Browse. The Browse page is where a researcher can see all currently available census returns in list form sorted by county, parish, and year. From there, one can search for specific families and/or individuals. During the summer of 2019, the project visited the Chiswick Local Studies Library in England. This image here is a page from the 1801 census return from Chiswick, Middlesex, one of the returns we photographed there. You can see it lists the name of the head of household, the total number of families in the household, number of males and females, and the number of those employed in agriculture, trade, or neither. This kind of information is what is found in many of the surviving returns we have photographed. However, some returns contain additional information. There are some returns that list the names of all household members, each member's occupation, and details about relationships and marital status. One memorable return had information recorded about the family cat. This image is from Bromley, Kent, 1801 census return that we photographed at the Bromley Central Library. You can see here it mentions that this William Benfield had an old white horse. EBIC will help researchers piece together the past and locate thousands of households and families in early 19th century Britain and Ireland. If a family you are researching is in one location in the 1841 census, finding their residence and household information for 20 or 30 years prior can make a large impact in your research. EBIC can also be especially valuable for scholarly research through the demographic statistics it offers. It provides valuable insight into household and occupational structures of early industrial Britain, and these results can be compared with the existing official census statistical reports. The project also presents the opportunity for students to gain valuable experience with historical and genealogical training. The Early British and Irish Census Project has the potential to have immense influence on genealogical research. As a free resource, there is no doubt this project will be an advantageous aid for early 19th century British research. We would especially like to thank the many generous donors to the BYU Center for Family History and Genealogy that have helped make this project possible.